Hi everyone, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Daisy and I look after everything people. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video today. We are looking at all things GDPR, or to give it its full name, the General Data Protection Regulations 2018. Unfortunately, like most things full of legal jargon, it's not particularly exciting or interesting, but I will do my best to keep it brief and to the point. GDPR came into effect in 2018, and basically what it means is that we have a responsibility to look after people's personal data and not use it or store it for anything other than what is absolutely necessary. Personal data covers a lot of things, so basically it means anything from which a person is identifiable. So that includes things like CCTV, pictures, mobile numbers, names, date of birth, card details, bank details, national insurance, and loads of other things. But I'm going to try and keep it brief and stick to the things that are going to be needed for you to know. So for in-store teams, what it means is that you shouldn't keep any customer data once you've used it for the purpose which it was given to you. So for example, if a customer gives you their name and phone number and asks you to call them when an item comes in stock, once you've done that, that data should then be destroyed. And yes, I do mean destroyed. It has to be irretrievably removed. So if it's a hard copy piece of paper, stick it in the shredder. If it's on an email, make sure you delete it from your inbox and then delete it from your deleted items, because that is the meaning of the word destroyed under GDPR. I'm now going to talk about some specific types of personal data which you might find or use on your day-to-day jobs, so bear with, and I promise it's nearly over. So one of the biggest things that we deal with is CCTV, and it must be treated with due care. So what I mean by that is not sharing it outside of the business, except with potentially the police if it's to report illegal activity, and make sure that you are not copying it or taking it outside of the business. So for example, if there's customer stores fallen over and it was totes lols, don't go shouting about it to all your best mates. No taking pictures of CCTV with your phone. Just make sure that you're treating it with the care and respect that it needs, because that is people's private personal data. Lost and forgotten cards are probably one of the most sensitive areas of GDPR. Customers leave their cards behind all the time, even though we remind customers after every transaction to make sure they take it with them. There's even a pop-up on the tills and everything, but it still happens. People still leave their cards behind. If they do, then please make sure you pop it straight into the safe and record it on the lost card sheet. Then what needs to happen is once a week, a supervisor or manager will go through those cards and cross-reference them on the lost card sheet. If the card hasn't been collected for 7 days, it needs to get properly cut up, and posted back to the bank which it came from. So that means that you might end up sending a couple to NatWest, some to Monzo, one to HSBC, Lloyds, etc., which means you might have 4 or 5 envelopes on the go if that's a job that you're doing at that time. And that's it, that's the basics. If for some reason you found this really interesting and you want to know more, or you have any specific questions, please just let me know. I'm more than happy to go through it in more detail with anyone who wants to know more. Yeah, but thanks, that's it. That's the end of this video. That's all I have to say. Apart from, stay safe and look after each other. And thank you very much for watching me witter on about GDPR.